What's going on, guys and gals? My name is NekoFluttershy, and welcome to a video. So, this year, this date, is a very important date. October 10th, 2020. Now, this is probably one of the only good things that has probably happened during this year, because, let's face it, this year was a total ass load of dickery, you know. But in case you can't really tell by the title of this video, today is the 10-year anniversary of My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic. And, oh boy, this is exciting. So first off, I'd like to, thank Hasbro for making this a thing. And the showrunners, the writers, the voice actors, blah blah blah, all these people. Thank you for making the show the way it is. To make it something that is very, to be remembered, and that has lasted this long. So yeah, that's the first thing. Thank you to everyone, and thank you to the fandom, by the way, who made this a thing. Who have helped this fandom, and in general, helped the show and all that goes along with it. To make it as popular as it was and is. Now, the show is going to run 3 seasons, and when Twilight Sparkle became an Alicorn, that's when they were going to stop. But the fandom exploded. The Brony fandom exploded. We showed up. And once we showed up, all hell broke loose. So yeah, I'd like to tell a few little few stories. I've already done this before on another video, but I think I'll talk about this story right now. Haha, you didn't get a chance to get your gun. Haha. And one of the stories I'd like to share is how I got started in this fandom, how I found out about My Little Pony. And, how, everything came to be, how I became NekoFluttershy, because it all started basically right here. It started in 2013. 2013 was the year that I became a fan of the show and the franchise and blah, 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 all that. Now, how did it happen? Oh boy, let me tell you. So it was one summer afternoon. Yes, just like Discord, blah blah blah. And I was bored. I was watching TV, trying to see what was on. And so I saw this show. Like everything was a fucking rerun. Every single show that was on was either a rerun or a show I cared very little for. I didn't really care about anything that was on TV that day until I came across My Little Pony, which I had heard was one of the greatest shows of all time, and I should watch it. And so I did. And damn it, I wish the internet was not right. I wish that, everybody was wrong. Because it actually was. It was actually one of the greater shows on TV. And, so I was watching that. And then, after all that, I got excited because it was a marathon, and I was watching the marathon, and, yeah, I was glad that the show existed. In addition to all that, I just kept on going, watching the show, and doing all these things pony-related, and then, well, that's, long story short, that's how I became a brony, that's how I became a fan of the show, and the series, and all that. And so, I'm excited to call myself a fan. I'm happy to call myself a brony. To call myself a fan of, the series. And also, another thing I'd like to add to all this is what the show has done for me, what the franchise has done for me, what the fandom has done for me. And let me tell you, they've done a lot. But if I talked about everything that they did for me, we'd be here for all eternity. Let's face that. But let's face that fact. And I'm sure a lot of bronies can say the same thing. Pega sisters as well. People in the fandom as a whole, they can say like the exact same thing and all that. So, yay. Also, another thing I'd like to mention about all this is the moment that I found out I was a brony. Like, I mean, it came shortly after that. Like, I was watching the show, and then, you know, Amy came down and started whatever, blah, 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 whatever she was doing. And then, turned out there's a lot more people that were just like me that became a fan of the show and was not exactly the demographic that Hasbro was looking for. Yeah, Hasbro, you are welcome. Because if it weren't for us, the show wouldn't have done as well as it did. And let's face that fact. Let's face that. Haha, you're dead. But yeah, so I would also like to tell a story of how I stopped trying to kill me. Haha, you're dead. But the story of how I became a brony is now done. Let's talk about more important things, even though that was pretty important. Let's talk about how I became NekoFluttershy. So the first thing I'd like to mention about this is I'm still getting a lot of assholes on YouTube, you know, people telling me blah 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 XYZ, wanting to start shit. So after all that, that's fine. Start all the shit you want. I'm a gamer. I don't have to care about what you think. And so I don't. And yeah. What the hell am I talking about? So, you know, after all that drama that I've had a while ago, I ended up deciding to change my name on YouTube because of all that. And I didn't know exactly what to change it to. And so, long story short, I thought of something. And I was like, oh, well, I guess this kind of fits together. I am a Neko, which is basically Japanese for cat, you know, Japanese word for cat. And I love Fluttershy, so I mean, she's my favorite pony and all that. So I guess that makes sense to, yeah, it's basically that's how the name came up. I mean, they always tell you, write what you know. Well, in this case, I type what I know. So, yay. But yeah. So, I became NekoFluttershy simply by not giving a shit. And you might be wondering, oh, are you going to change it to something else at some point? No. Not anytime soon, anyway. If I do decide to change it, it's going to be well thought out. I actually kind of like how my name turned out, how NekoFluttershy turned out, but you know, thinking about it this way, I don't exactly know why I decided to stick with it. I just did. And then, well, here I am right now talking about ponies and all that. And so yeah. I know this video is probably going insane. Then again, I am insane. I have lost my mind. But another thing I'd like to mention here in this video is, actually, because I said this before, and I'll say it again, I want to talk about what the show has taught me, and what I am pretty much, into and whatever. So the first things first, and this kind of also goes with some stories as well. So the first thing is a pretty obvious one. Is I am gender fluid. Basically meaning I have no specific gender and XYZ. And so after that, well, I had a hard time trying to figure out who I was or what I was. I don't even know what the fuck I am to this day. I am confused. I confuse myself every damn day. But wait, there is more. Well, okay. Trying to concentrate here. Okay, wait. Ooh. I know I'm not really talking right now, but I am trying to survive. I'm taking that. Alright. So. In case any of you guys and gals didn't realize, I'm gender fluid, so I had no idea exactly what to think at the time. I was confused. I didn't know who I was. And I started basically being feminine, started wearing dresses and all that, and I didn't even really know what I was thinking at that time. So what I ended up doing was I wasn't really comfortable with who I was at that time either. So then after that, I watched the show and whatever, and I found out that, I mean, it's, long story short, pretty much okay to be who you are. Like what you like. If you like My Little Pony, that's good. If you like anime, video games, porn, the list goes on. But basically just like whatever you like, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I've had some assholes just show up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. I've had, basically, it's to be expected as a brony, get a lot of hate. I don't care. I still cuddle Fluttershy, okay? Fluttershy is good at cuddling. Concluded. So, not only that, to like what I like, but the old shit, yeah. The old shit. Oh, I lost it. But, another thing I learned about the show and about myself, not only the fact that it's gender fluid, but also to be fine with that, to be okay with your sexuality and your gender and whatever. Like, you could be whoever the fuck you want. If you want to be male, female. I mean, it's, like, at the time I was confused. Now, and also wasn't really comfortable with who I was. Well, now I am. And I have the show and the fandom to thank for that mostly. Mostly the fandom. Because... And also the show. Because the show, I don't think they really expressed that. At least I don't think... I can't remember a single episode where they did that. Which I think they should have, actually. Because that time where the show was at its peak in popularity, people were, were trying to figure out their gender. They were trying to figure out who or what they were. They were trying to figure this and that out. And so, I think that would have been a good thing for the show to mention and talk about. But yeah, the show also, because I was, looking back, also another story time kind of goes with this. I also have the show and the fandom to thank for me basically being not a complete asshole. I'm only an asshole when I feel like it, which, may or may not be a good thing, or a bad thing, or anything. But Like, when I was younger, I was a complete asshole. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I was just being a dick and a half. I was being like two dicks. Two dicks in one. But I digress. So, you know, all these things, I had to go to some sort of program called Reach, which basically helped kids with problems that they had when they were younger, blah blah blah. I thought I was never gonna get out of there, but then I saw the show. And then the show ended up helping me out a little bit. And I actually graduated the program because of that, I believe. And again, I'm going to say it was because of the show. And the fandom. May not be explicitly because of that, but haha, you didn't even pay attention. First rule in Fortnite, always pay attention. Which is something I don't always do, so I'm not one to take my own advice. But anyways, so, you know, I had the show and the fandom to help me, you know, through all that. And then, you know, after all that, you know, I became a better person, mostly because of the show and the fandom and whatever. And then, oh shit, people are shooting at me. Yes. And then after all this, it got better and better and better, because, you know, I made a lot more friends that I normally wouldn't have met. Because I mean, I'm still this way as well. I'm like Fluttershy. I'm like a shy person who, you know, doesn't exactly like to make friends because of the shyness that I have and whatever. Now let me tell you something. If you knew me in reality, that's not the case. But like, if you don't know me at all, like if we just met, I'm gonna be as shy as fuck. I'm not gonna really talk to anybody or go out of my way to do so. But once we get well acquainted with each other and all that, you're gonna wish I would shut up, because I like to talk quite a bit. And I like to be just random and shit. As you see in my YouTube videos, this is kind of like how I am in almost completely who I am in reality. Just completely random and weird and just out of nowhere insanity. Damn! So yeah, I'm basically just random and whatever. And then, yeah. And the show also taught me to be that way. To be, random. And basically just be myself. So yeah. There's a lot more stories I'd like to share, but this video will go on forever. If I did that. So, yay. So that's going to be it for this video, guys and gals. Also, one more thing. Again, happy 10-year anniversary to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Thank you to Hasbro. Thank you to the fandom. And some actually really special thanks to certain people in the fandom. You know, Tootsie Forever. You're awesome. Little Shy If I Am. You're also awesome. And, you know, The Living Tombstone. You're awesome because you make cool music. And, you know, to all the fan art out there, you know, and the music, that's just amazing. Keep it going. I'd like the fandom to last for all eternity, if that's possible. I want the show to last 10 more, not the show, but like the fandom as a whole, to last 10 more years at least. I want it to... Actually, I don't want it to ever end. So, guys and gals, keep making that fan art. Keep making that music. Keep being awesome. Fan-made video games, mods, whatever. Keep being awesome. Keep doing what you do. Keep being a brony / Pegasister. Keep being you. And if you're not a fan of My Little Pony, that's fine too. Just keep being yourself. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing in life. And if you're having a difficult time with whatever, you know, making friends or just in general, you can probably do it, most likely. I mean, you can make all the friends you want. You can be a badass. So just keep being awesome. And, yeah. So that being said, guys and gals, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like. If not, that's fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And don't forget to subscribe. Fuck, I'm already fucking up my outro. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams and whatever the fuck else that I do. Also, I probably should add this too. Follow me on Twitch, because I do some live streaming on Twitch. And my Twitch is the exact same thing as my YouTube. It's NekoFluttershy, so shouldn't be that hard to find. That's also another reason. Like, first off, one of the reasons I wanted to change my username, or my thing here on YouTube, was mostly because I didn't want to deal with assholes. Okay, I didn't want any unwanted attention, I guess. Holy shit! But also, I just wanted more people to be able to find me a lot easier. Because my old username, William Clark, my old channel name, there's so many of those. You couldn't find me. I had to describe what my channel was like. Be like, okay, if you see any gaming content, that's me. If you see this many subs, that's me. If you see My Little Pony avatars or whatever on as the icon, that's me. But now, with NekoFluttershy, all you gotta do is just type that in, and my channel should pop up pretty quickly. But anyways, yeah, I always make my outros longer than I probably should. But anyways, guys and gals, as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people, and brohoof. Boom. Also, again, thank you to Hasbro and the fandom for making the show as awesome as it is, and happy anniversary to My Little Pony. Friendship is magic.